MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Danny Salazar will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matty. Danny Salazar has been a little bit of a strange guy to figure out. His stuff really plays. 3-pitch mix, great fastball, really good slider, and a straight changeup. The problem with Danny Salazar is he doesn't have command of his secondary pitches. A big if he has the slider and changeup command, he can be as good as anybody in baseball.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And let me tell you about first baseman Yonder Alonso. The bat plays, we get it. He's there for offense. But don't sleep on the defense as well. He's battled his injuries, but he's out there going to the post, making picks and bailing out his boys in the infield.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, left fielder Charlie Blackmon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we are officially underway from Cleveland as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. And it's fouled away. Two balls and a strike to count from Danny Salazar. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. From the stretch. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Blackman aboard here at first with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Nobody out, runner on first. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting third.
Here's Miguel Sano. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. He carries a batting average of .389. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Here's the first pitch to him. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And a fastball just a bit up. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 2-0 on the way. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Here's the 2-1. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
A runner on first with 2 away. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Coming to the plate now, Byron Buxton, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way, and that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, great arm action on that changeup right there. You come up to the plate with runners in scoring position, you're going to be super aggressive. I don't fault that guy for swinging through.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
The 3-1 hit out towards second. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Jose Barrios is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit around a little bit. But if he attacks hitters and throws quality strikes in this one, he's going to be just fine.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the Tribe, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's gone 2 for 8. The windup and the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Michael Brantley as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB Network.
Leading off for Minnesota, third baseman number 8, Mike Moustakas.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. Comes in with 6 hits in 18 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
At the plate, Brian Dozier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And quickly, Salazar is in front 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Lindor is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 8, the catcher number 40, Wilson.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Edwin Encarnacion now. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's a .333 hitter.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike now. Here's the pitch. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. There you see Yonder Alonso. He waits next. The 3-1. 3-2 now. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Standing in, Yonder Alonso. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
The 1-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. One-0 now to Chisenhall. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now another 2-2. A fastball that just misses inside. Jason Kipnis would be next. The 3-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit hard on the ground at first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Bro, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in now, the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. Line drive to left. Blackman is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the 3rd inning here on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here's Charlie Blackman now. Strike taken to throw. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Blackman, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 misses, ball 2.
No strike.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 2-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Hard hit to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Third baseman number 23.
Here's Miguel Sano, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Polanco at third with 2 away. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Fastball in there. 3-2.
3-2.
Pitch. Popped him up. Ramirez waits on it. And that's the third out. Twins wind up stranding 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Mejia.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. One and one.
Outside.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a move over to first, and the runner back. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And that one stayed up a little high. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer.
Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
3-2 to the Indian center fielder. Nobody out, runner on first. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Runners on the move for second. 0-1 the count. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. In the air now, out to left. Blackman is under it. 2 gone. Stepping in, Michael Brantley, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The 1-2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it scored a wild pitch.
Two out here and a runner at second. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Indians leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
3-1. Full count now. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Fouled off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas, his second home run of the series as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Dozier. Two balls and a strike to count from Danny Salazar. And a fastball just a bit high. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1-0. Missed with a slider. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos. Outside, 3-0 now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Digging in, Jose Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Jose Ramirez.
First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Blackman is under it. 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Just missed with a breaking ball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Now the 2-0. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Gone! Solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His first homer here in the series, and with it the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Yonder Alonso.
Yonder Alonso.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0. Laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
One and one, here it is. Runners off for second, and he fouls this one off. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Alonso stands at first with 1 out. Here's a high pop-up. Dozier has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Shoots this one over to first. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Mike Clevenger, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Mike Clevenger.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit up. And the changeup is way low that time. To first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Up next for Minnesota, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lined but speared on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Minnesota, right fielder, Eddie.
Ready for another shot now, Eddie Rosario. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's got 8 hits in 39 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 16 times as well. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliders in for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And he falls behind 0-2. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Here's another 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, this guy has proven he can make some athletic plays in the field, and he takes a decent route to the baseball here, but I'm not sure anybody is going to bring this one in. Ends up out of his reach and bangs up off the wall.
Standing in now, Miguel Sano, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Chisenhall has a beat on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Striding in for the Indians, Francisco Mejia. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
3-0 fastball's in for a strike. The 3-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Full count still. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Ready for another chance? Bradley Zimmer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Zimmer is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
The 3-2 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To Dozier for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll dive back in safely. Here's Michael Brantley, tapped out in front of home. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris Davis. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He has 7 hits in 32 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Two 2-0 for the Twins left fielder.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Center fielder number 25, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Popped him up. Kipnis moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, he had him down 0-2 earlier in this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put him away and end this inning. This has been a fun battle to watch.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Fouled away. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down go the Twins in order. Still tied 1 apiece. Trevor Hildenberger enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 39, Trevor Hildenberger.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Ramirez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Now here's the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball.
That's a ball.
Just a touch outside. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is flared out towards second. And now from the air, a jump throw. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The first pitch changeup chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. Up around the face. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And that misses 2-2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton has a play. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Here's Yonder Alonso. Strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball. Ramirez takes his lead at third with 1 away. Again, a 1-2. Missed with a slider.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2. Lonnie Chisenhall is on deck. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Buxton on the move, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. In to score, the runner from third. Into the box now, Lonnie Chisenhall. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer so far in the series, and it gives the Indians a 3-1 lead.
is a case of the ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Now batting, Francisco Mejia. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a laser off into foul territory.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
High pop-up. Sano will put this one away, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the 7th now in Game 2. The Indians lead it 3-1. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in Game 2. But before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Trevor Rosenthal is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 44, Trevor Rosenthal.
Here's Brian Dozier now. It was a walk in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
The catcher, number 40.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Two-0 count. The pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Under it is Alonso. 2 away now.
The batter, number 11, Shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Charlie Blackmon.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Harry Levin.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He has a 3 for 12 line. Now a snap throw to first, but the runner's back easily. The 0-1 pitch. And there goes Polanco. In there. Now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. 1 left for Minnesota. Score holds. It's 3-1. Sean Doolittle gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Sean Doolittle.
So coming to the plate, Bradley Zimmer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Bradley Zimmer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hard ground ball to third. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Francisco Lindor.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
Oh, and he misses it. Zimmer blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. They're kicking the ball all over the yard, and the runner on first comes all the way around to score. So you wonder why managers retire early? There's your answer right there.
Here's Michael Brantley as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Lindor, runner at third with no outs. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded by Moustakas. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. 2 out, nobody on. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 1 run here, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cleveland's out in front, 4-1. Adam Ottavino has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First offering on its way. Here's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer here in the series. And the Twins cut the lead now to a 4-2 score.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Here's Miguel Sano. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Here's Chris Davis now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Byron Buxton, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
Three of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Ready now, Byron Buxton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Sano over at second. Davis on at first with nobody out. Popped him up. Ramirez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Now in the box, Mike Moustakas. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's only 1 for 10. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Runners are at first and second with one away. The 1-1, and it's fouled away. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike three.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
So striding forward now, Brian Dozier in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. In there, 0-1. Two down, runners at first and second. Down and away, ball one. In the dirt here. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The throw to the plate, but not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Edward Paredes trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Ready once again, Wilson Ramos. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 1. Now the 1-0. On the ground to third. Right to Ramirez. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Tribe lead this one 4-3. Miguel Almonte is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50, Miguel Almonte.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit hard towards the hole. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Yonder
Stepping up now,
Alonso.
Yonder Alonso earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
All even now, 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Wade Davis comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Wade Davis.
Settling in now, Jorge Polanco. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
On the run is Zimmer.
He can't get to it. This one's down.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here comes the 0-1. To short. Reined in. Kipnis. Back to first, a 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Eddie Rosario will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. And that one just missed outside.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Lays off ball 4, so now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Up next for the Twins, first baseman.
Here's Miguel Sano, and in the past against Wade Davis, he's 1 for 3. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Rosario leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
Count at 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
A packed house, 43,515 on their feet in Cleveland.
Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Final strike for the Twins. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
A 1-run finish, 4-3 the final tally today. Cleveland even up this division series at 1 game apiece. Mike Clevenger pitches well enough to get the W. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa.